What's up? What's up, baby? How we doing?
What's happening, family? Let's
Good.
sort of target this.
Hit that. It's all right. It's all good. So we're gonna get him here. We got your little water too. If you need some of that, you rocked up with that. And we, as you know, as you guys, you see, we're gonna kind of change up the seating as we normally don't have a look professional look. But like, man, we bring the ball, man. We put talking football and life and my teammates. So we're gonna have to get these lounge chairs and everything. So, Katie, how you doing this morning, man?
I'm good, man. Blessed, brother. Happy to be here this morning.
Okay.
I'm happy to chalk it up with you this morning, man. Been a minute since we actually got together and talked.
Yeah, man, it has, bro. It's been quite some time, man. For no time like the present, man. So first of all, I want to congratulate you for, or thank you for coming on to the show.
Man, most definitely, man. It's an honor, bro. Pleasure.
And whether you know or not, you are the first live in studio guest.
Oh,
yeah. So you done made it on here.
First everything, right?
Yeah, so we got a lot of guests coming here, people talking and chiming in, so we will be asking different questions. One thing kind of jump off what we just posed is we asked, brought out the top four, with Notre Dame, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Michigan, and saying who is the team that we feel is going to be the biggest threat to the University of Alabama. So I'm going to go ahead and jump that question out for you right now. What you think about that? I want to ask you that.
Man,
go ahead and give it to
I've
it.
been telling people like I've been telling people all this year, bro. I don't think it's really going to be a team that's going to be a threat to us. This is the reason why I say that. It was because, for one, I think we fine on all cylinders, man. Defense, offense, most importantly, special teams.
Yes.
I think, me personally, I think if is there a team out there to really give us a chance or really even give us pretty much a run for our money, we have to play our C game. What I mean by C game is this.
C, not
even a B, bro. Once we playing the way we playing right now, everybody fine on all cylinders, offense and defense and special teams. We look like a great team. We are a great team.
Yeah.
And like again, when I mean C game, I mean this. That means that we gotta have multiple turnovers. We gotta have multiple mistakes on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
All right, for a team to actually come in and give us some kind of run for our money. But I really don't see nobody doing that, man. From all the other teams, Clemson.
Don't think they hit right now with that?
Clemson, they may have a chance, but I think we stronger than. I think what we've been missing is Tua. I think that's what we've been missing. That's what we've been missing in our program for years now, man. A quarterback that can precisely read defenses, pick a defense apart, and have the accuracy and the arm strength to get the ball to his receivers, and also can get out the pocket and run if he need to.
Yes.
All right, we done missed all that. Not taking nothing away from Jalen Rose. That's my guy still. But I believe Jalen Rose has grown as a player.
Jalen Hurts.
I said Jalen Rose, my bad. Jalen Hurts. Let you know I've been thinking about I've been on Rose. He dropped that 50 on us.
Yes, he did.
But I think he has grown as a player, man, just by being on the sideline watching Tua. I think he developed and became more of an inside pocket player now. You can tell by his play when he in the game, he try to stay in the pocket a little bit more and throw the ball. But I think we've grown, man, completely, and I think our missing link has been Tua. And if he continues to stay healthy, man, I don't see nobody coming in there getting us, man, because those guys feeding off offense and offense feeding off defense.
I got you. I agree. But now I got to hit him with another one. With going back to his home court.
Oh, man.
So my boys now they're talking about Tua. We talked a lot about Tua. But in actuality, they would say, well, the running game has fell off. Well, they bust LSU, one of the top rated defense in the nation, 37 carries for 281 yards in that game. So how potent do you really think that running game is, and why has it taken to this point for them to be able to show their A game?
You know what, man? Bama always started with run. I think they're going to end with run because we've always been known to be a running team. And for us to come in and play against LSU and be able to rack up the amount of yards we racked up, that lets you know for one, hey man, if we need to put the ball on the ground and run, we can do it that way too.
We're here, yes.
So we're very versatile. We can do whatever we want. We got a lot in our tool belt, a lot in our arsenal to really make things happen if need be.
Yes, absolutely.
So if the passing game is working, which it was working all the time against LSU, hey, it really no need to get to the run. Of course, we're going to feed our running backs regardless. But we got so many talented ones back there. You just pick, and you can't go wrong with anyone you pick out the pile. So, like I say, man, it is what it is, man. Like I say, that's why I say I don't see nobody actually giving us no kind of competition, because if you lock down on one aspect of the game, you got a whole bunch of other guys that's coming in filling their place. So, like I say, I think we're a stronger team this year, man, because we got so many weapons, and we got a guy back there that can really get the ball to each one of his weapons. Either through the arrow, he can put it on the ground and let the guys run the ball. So
facts.
So
all right. So to go on to the next thing here real quick, then we're gonna go ahead and get into the Kenneth Darby story, man. Just check my man. What do you think? Do you think injuries are now becoming a concern? Can it become a concern for Alabama? Like you said, we do have multiple weapons, but we are having key injuries in a key position. Where we got Tua, who's, I mean, every time he take a hit, I'm over here. I'm Alabama fan, clutching that shit like, oh Lord, he makes you get up. Man. Then you got Hurts, who they show him hobbling like he. Like I'm like, dude, you should be in a boot or something.
Right.
So with that, and especially going into Mississippi State, because what fans don't know. If when you go to Mississippi State, them boys hit you. That is a physical. It ain't that we always find a way to prevail against Mississippi State, but especially playing running back, them boys hit, man. They like getting a little bruised up.
Yeah, they hit, and plus, like I say, I used to tell people this all the time. I still tell people this today, man. All the Mississippi teams, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, even Southern Miss, you have them on your schedule. Anytime they play Bama on their schedule, even if Auburn on their schedule, that's a championship game, man.
Yes.
So they're going to play us the hardest regardless. And like you said, man, they definitely going to come out here and bring that hat. They're going to lay it. So you just got to get ready. So,
Yeah. All right, so we're going to jump in here real quick, man. I shout out, we had Tim, man. Tim had jumped on here. Travis McCall.
TC, Tim, bro. He's on there, man. I haven't forgot about you, bro. We still gonna link up.
Hey, it took me a couple years, so we straight. You got time. You gotta track them down.
Right.
But no, so we got here again, jump in here. My man Brandon, he's a big fan, man. Shout out to Brandon Hillis. He's a really big fan of you. Been talking about you all week, man.
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate it, bro.
And I also interact with the fans a little bit. So it seemed just like yesterday. Boy, he went down memory lane. This is so true. Ray Hudson, 27, had got hurt. KD came in and got hurt at some point twice during the season. Then when you had your hernia going on downstream, then we lost the quarterback. Then Tim went blowing out his knee. He went down the whole timeline. All right, so that's what you got some true fans. They remember even the smaller details. But like I was saying, man, we got my man here, Kenneth Darby. I said it's Kenneth Darby from Huntsville, Alabama. Butler High was the last great ball players that came to Butler High with him and Randy Robinson and a few others. Likewise, he went on to the University of Alabama, have a wonderful, great career. Went on here, got drafted NFL to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, transitioned to the St. Louis Rams, finished out his career there. So it's great to have him in the studio today. We will take you through a little journey with you, man, and because now high school football is going on, the playoffs, and I had an opportunity coaching with a team down in used to be Cortland, now it's Art Hubbard. We lost our first round of the playoffs, unfortunately, but nevertheless. What is that biggest thing, man, about high school football, separated from college football, man, that you would say that's so distinct, that you remember, that's so fond memories?
Man, just fun, man. The enthusiasm, man. I mean, it's just the excitement about high school football. It's just when you really don't have no cares as a kid, you just going out there on that field and you just playing ball, having fun. It's like playing backyard ball, man. It's just what I always thought of high school football, man. Like backyard football, man. You was playing with a bunch of guys you know. Well, not especially when we was coming up. Like, you actually knew guys on the other teams mostly. And sometimes you didn't. But it was also about that fun factor, man. It's all about kids just going out having fun.
Playing the game.
And, just playing the game. There's really no stipulations on it. You just go out there and execute the game plan that your coach put in there. But at the same time, you having fun or whatnot. Because back then, when we played, it was serious, but it wasn't to the point now that people putting so much on it.
Yes.
I feel as though it's somewhat kind of taking the fun away from the kids because now everything's so serious.
Real, every game, do or die.
Yeah. So
everybody they can go to college.
Exactly. Like you can leave high school and go right to pros. No, it's not like that. Because if you didn't know, man, I coached running backs over there at James Clement High School.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I saw one in the book. I'm like, hold up,
man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Them my boys over there, man. Unfortunately, we lost our first round playoffs last night. Hated that. Man. It was a good game, but it's one that we should have won, but it's all good.
So you over there now? It worked. Okay, so you Juwan?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, man. And that's what I kind of convey to my players, my running backs, man. This whole season, as far as, hey, man, don't make this be too serious. You know, like this high school. Of course, you're going to remember high school, but at the same time, part of high school and high school ball is to have fun. You're going to learn a lot in the process throughout your time playing in high school. At the same time, man. At the same time, continue to enjoy yourself, man, because you can't come back to high school. So enjoy having fun on the field, all right? But also getting better each day on the practice field, getting ready to the game. So I made sure I was able to convey and instill that in my boys, and that's what they did this year. And I'm proud of each and every one of them. They went out and they had fun, and from what they said, those boys played a lot better this year than they have previous years. So and that's just letting them go out having fun, man, playing your game and also being coached up.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And like I said, that's something new. I didn't even know he was coaching. You know what I'm saying? Got into the James Clemens and my boy Juwan Simpson down there. Brenda, we got you, man. We can't keep you. Look at you, got the book going on, man. You write the whole paragraph. Proto, Madison. Yeah, we're gonna try to get everybody up in here, man. So to move on to that, man, you're looking into your high school career, high transition. When did you first have that fall in love with the game of football? Because I know for me, my brother was my biggest influence. My older brother, who eventually was a very star. Pro, what up? Was a big star at Southern Mississippi. We got a scholarship and everything. That kind of sparked me to make sure I get into the game. And of course, I was a big Barry Sanders fan growing up, loving it. So for you, what was your if you remember that pivotal moment, like, man, this is it. I love some football.
Man, to be honest with you, I want to say it was probably around. I want to say probably my sophomore, junior year in high school.
Okay.
I played ball. Ball was a way of escape for me, man, to get away from a lot of stuff, mentally and physically. So, and Joe just so happened to be, God blessed me with a good talent to be able to play the game at a level that I played. So, I want to say around my sophomore and junior year is when I really started kind of seeing that, hey, I can really do something with this or go somewhere with this, and from that point on, I kind of started locking down on my skill set and just started trying to get myself better each time, especially going into my senior year in high school. So,
all right. So again, it's something because I want to make sure this is depth with this and everything. So share with me when you said it was more of an escape for you. What would you mean that was going on in your personal life? Because I have a great story that I hear with my man King William Hollis. Have you heard of his name yet?
Kind of sound familiar.
He's a motivational speaker. I had him on the show about 2 weeks ago. Wonderful, great man, doing his thing. Endorsed by Les Brown. He had a similar story like that. He said that was his way of his escape. So would you mind going into a little bit when you say it's a way of your escape in your early childhood? Because so many people can relate to that in different manners. But how was that personal for you?
Man, well, first off, I started off playing ball when I was young. I want to say I started when I first picked up football and played football. I had to been every bit of probably 7 to 8 years old. So little league. And growing up then, man, I'm from the projects where I grew up in Mason Court projects. Now it's called Sparkman Homes.
Right? All right.
So I grew up in that neighborhood, and back then, around those times, that was one of the toughest places, projects in Huntsville. So I saw a lot, did a lot, and whatnot, but at the same time, I needed something to pretty much get away from most of all that. And back then, we really didn't have, we had sports, but I didn't have no way to really participate in those sports, if that makes sense. So one of my little league coaches, right till this day, we call him TA's name, Tony Ackler, man. I still think very highly of this guy because I know that he was one of the reasons why I play football right to this day. He was driving truck around the neighborhoods, around the projects, a big blue van.
Okay.
We used to call it Winifred.
Winifred.
Yeah. We named it Winifred eventually, but he used to drive around the projects, and he used to see us kids because we used to have the sand hill.
Okay.
And the projects, and there was a basketball court up there, sand hill, and there was a big field right there. It was the Boys and Girls Club right there.
Okay.
So we used to do a lot of playing like backyard football. Yeah. Like football. And I guess one day he just spotted us one day, spotted me and a few other players, and as if we wanted to play football. We're like, yeah, he's like, all right, y'all jump in the truck, let's go to practice. Now, you can't do that to this day, telling kids jump in the truck and go somewhere. So we jumped in the truck, man, and we went to another projects, Norwood Projects. That's where we used to practice at. And he just, at that time, they had a little lady, we was called Metro Raiders.
Okay, all right.
Metro Raiders. So, man, from that point on, man, he introduced us to football or whatnot, and he used to come get us every day from that projects or whatnot. And it just blossomed for me because, like I said, instead of me doing the other stuff that I could have been doing or whatnot, I wasn't doing that because of my time was occupied with football. And also, I wasn't seeing the craziness that I was seeing on a daily basis throughout that time. So, though I say it was more so like an escape route for me.
Got you.
As far as getting away from that environment, as far as the mental aspect of it or whatnot. And as I got older, of course, we eventually moved to other places, but at the same time, my mindset was still kind of caught on what I already been seeing and doing. So football continued to let that be an escape for me mentally and physically to get away from that type of chaos. And like I said, I didn't know how good I was until around my sophomore, junior in high school when I started kind of noticing it, people telling me, getting letters actually from colleges.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, so
they could do something.
I can probably do something with this. So that's when I got, all right, man, let me kind of get together with a few people and see if we can get these skill set down like I really want them to. See if I get to the next level as far as college.
That's crazy. So, you know, you're thinking, because most times kids thinking, hey, I'm trying to go to the league. I'm trying to go to the league, you know, it's football or basketball. But in your case, you didn't really have that mindset because you were like, shoot, I'm just playing to get away and not knowing it my sophomore, junior year, when they start clicking to you, like, okay, I got this skill set. So, and so you guys would know what that skill set was. As running back, hit it for in senior year, or 1,500 yards rushing, almost 1,600 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns, over 2,300 yards, all-purpose yards. So the man, and I remember you going watching the play when they played Decatur High. They had some showdowns with them boys over across the street over here, across the bridge this way, where it was really going down. I'm like, okay, these Butler cats is bringing it.
Hey, Rebels, baby. Rebels, baby.
So bringing it, even though they messed around and shut the school down. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. But so he went on to the next transition, man. So if you remember, take us through a quick journey through your recruiting process, and who did it actually come down to? Did you have with Alabama all with the front runner, and you always grew up an Alabama fan, and who was in the mix for you almost getting your signage?
Man, funny you bring that question up, brother. When I was a junior, actually I got letters from every college. I remember when I was when I started getting letters, I had a shoebox, a George shoebox.
Yep.
And I used to keep every letter that used to come in or whatnot. So I had all kind of letters, right? Or whatnot, just colleges saying they had an interest in me. And at that point, of course, they couldn't give me in because I was still an underclassman. But, some of the top schools that I remember that was like on me heavily, it was Michigan State, Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Auburn, I think. Yeah, Auburn did recruit me as well. So pretty much most of all the SEC teams, few Big 12, Big 10 teams. But it came to a point when I got to be a junior, Michigan State was on me heavy, man.
Michigan State,
State. I'm like, what's up with Michigan State? I mean, like but dig this. This was going to really mess you up a little bit. That was my junior year.
Okay.
Who was the head coach there in Michigan State my junior year, if you remember it?
LeSaban was there at the time.
Bingo. Exactly.
The irony, baby.
Yeah, man, like that's crazy. That's crazy. So that was my junior year. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was Nick Saban there. My junior year, I got a lot of mails from them. And of course, a few other colleges, but mostly Michigan State. It was consistently. Then my senior year came around. That's when LSU. I got a lot of emails from LSU. So who was the coach at LSU at that time?
There you go.
Nick
So
Saban.
clearly he was liking your body.
So I said that's crazy. So I got a lot of letters from them, and then I got a lot of letters from Bama.
Yeah.
Then it was between Bama and LSU, to be honest with you, I was going to end up going to.
Okay.
Because like I said, I know this guy, Nick Saban, at the time, I really didn't know him at that time for real, but I knew he recruited me a lot in my junior year. Senior year, that's when he went to LSU. That's when I got a lot of letters from LSU.
It said a lot.
So it was LSU, it was Alabama, then it was Michigan.
Okay.
I was with Michigan. I like Michigan because it was like out of those three that I was going to like kind of think about going to. And of course,
Michigan was Michigan. They just out of the Charles Wilson just came out a few years earlier. Yeah, that was
So to me, those like my top three teams that I would say I would like to play for if I had the opportunity to go to. So my first visit was, of course, at Alabama.
Yes.
So now I think after my first visit, I like, man, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I like, I'm coming here. You know what I'm saying? But me not knowing the process of recruiting, man, nobody getting in my ear saying, hey, man, take all your visits, man, you on the. Like, I didn't have none of that. You feel me? So I like, hey, man, this is what I like.
Got you.
I'm committed. I'm coming to y'all. I'm going to forget everybody else. You feel me? So I like, man, if times, like, who would have known if I took my first visit to Michigan, maybe to LSU, I probably would have went there. Right. You know, cause that's how I was. Like, man, they treat me nice. I'm pretty sure all recruits treat you right. So I like, man, it's funny how God kind of orchestrated that thing that I was able to take my first visit to Bama first. Of course, I wanted to do it anyways because it was home. It was
closer to home.
Yeah, and I can just start going everywhere else. But I like how I kind of orchestrated that thing. Where it ended up being that I went to Bama instead because, like I said, who knows, man? If I would took my first visit to LSU, I'd probably been playing at LSU or Michigan. You never know. So that's how that whole thing went out in high school.
So what was the process with that? Did I know you and Bino, Ramsey Robinson, who also a committee, you guys committed around the same time. Did that kind of influence you? Like, you know what? Sure, I'm going to go. I'm a partner as well. We all riding together.
You know what? I want to say we did commit at the same. Yeah. Well, I want to say we did. Hold on, I take that back. I know we signed at the same time. As far as committing wise, I think I committed first. I think Bino eventually committed. I think he was weighing out his options with other schools as well. And I think he eventually said he was just going to come on and sign on with Bama with me. So bro, even better. So hey man, let's keep the thing that I know, right, bro? We played together throughout our years, so shit, man, we're gonna take it to college too. So.
Okay, so when you guys know, as you can see, man, we had rich tradition. Huntsville was popping out. Yeah, Bama, LSU commits left and right up in this area. Like North Alabama was Juwan, he had me, Bar had KD, he had Bino. Man, it was just a thumper players coming out. Sam Bernthal, we was.
Darren Stewart.
Yeah. So it was really stacked. Yeah, Darren Stewart, who was balling out still with Bronco, all around the same time, man. The talent was there, and the talent is still there. We just got to get that thing back going like it needs to be. But anyway, with that being said, make sure you guys, you on here. I see y'all joining in. Pro, we ain't forget about you, man. Appreciate you being on. We're going to get you on the show. You already know that. You got to come on up on the show. So we got that. Everybody hit the like button. If you're on here, hit the like button. Hit the like button, and if you also share it, all right, share this. So we're gonna keep it rolling, man. So now we get into your Alabama days for that transition, and even quick. I'm gonna kind of jump back because I always want to give nuggets, man. Because you coach high school, helping out. I was doing the same thing, which was something that I was like, I supposed to have been just come down and help work them out. This I know more on the sidelines, but anyway, enough stuff for another day. What would be some of the advice when it comes to recruiting that you will make sure that you impart into the younger ones going through this process? Because now the recruiting process, you got you didn't have much information. We didn't have much information back then, but I think now they almost have too much information, somewhat that they can almost cloud their decision making process. So, what would your advice would you give to the younger players coming out this day?
Man, now I definitely tell them, man, hey, don't make it too serious. Just like I tell my guys now they're playing ball, don't make this too serious. Have fun with it. This is something for you to pretty much experience what college life is like. Pretty much experience what a college campus is like. All right. So I tell every recruit, every high school player, hey, go in there, have fun, let them treat you nice, treat you right. But at the same time, if I was you, I'd be thinking on what I would like to major in or what I would like to do if I was when I go to college. As far as am I more business minded? Do I want to go into business? Like, what is it that you would like to do? All right. And from that point, I say, hey, not only think about the football aspect of when you go to college or whatnot, because that's gonna be there regardless. Think about more so now and be leaning more on the academic side, because hey, even if you don't get your grades, they'll take your scholarship from you. Period. So you gonna have to get your grades. So I would tell all my athletes, and I'm gonna tell my boys this as well. Hey, man, we know you're going there to play football, but at the same time, think about what you would like to major in when you get to college. What you feel like you're good at, that you know you can do if you wasn't to go to the next level. All right, and from that point, do they offer that major there at that college? And if they do, how good is it? Like, far as like, is it something that you can do? Do they teach it right? Like, those would be questions that I ask if I was an athlete going in now, knowing what I know now.
Yes.
Because I know the football is going to be there. It's going to come. The excitement and all that, that's just going to be, that's regardless. But when it comes to the academic side of it, hey, man,
what you getting into.
Know exactly what you're getting into, something that you know the professors, how good is the professor that teach it. Like, need, like, this stuff you need to ask these people because they know. Whatnot, and that'll be my advice. But at the same time, have fun, enjoy what they're gonna do for you, show you around the campus. But at the same time, you don't have a business mindset. Like, I'm gonna have fun, but I'm gonna ask some questions just to see if this is a good fit for me. Okay. But like just like dating, and that's now you have to now you have to relate to these kids on their level, man.
Yes.
And I try to make it make sense to something that's more relatable to them. What I mean by that is this: I like. These kids nowadays, it's all about girls and girls, it's all about boys. So even when I coach, I kind of related to that, as far as something to make sense, something they can remember. Even on the recruiting process, I let them know, hey man, you bingo, you dating. You finna date this university for a day, all right? Let's see if y'all a good fit. If y'all a good fit, we know y'all have something in common, and that's football. All right? Let's see if we got something else in common. Now the other stuff in common gonna be the academics, as far as how they treat the students on the campus, like just simple stuff, like simple questions. You to get to know somebody, you gotta ask questions, right? So. And that's gonna be one of my ways I'm gonna tell my boys, man, go in there with a set of questions you want to ask these people, not just football. Ask them in the academic area as well. We need to see, like I said, we know she good, we know she bad on the field. Now let's see how good her intellect is. Let's see how good her academics is. So let's ask some questions about that. Cool. And if we're a good fit, we can rock with you. We can rock. We can rock.
Gotcha. So tell me this here, man. So it's funny you brought up this here. You know. They always say, don't commit to the coach. Don't commit to the coach, commit to the university. I told one of my players not too long ago, that's a bunch of bull. Yeah. It sounds good, you want to look at it like that, but it's no way you cannot commit to the coach and just the university. Why? Because you got to fit. A coach is going to have his coaching schemes, his coaching tactics. Like you said, like you brought up a point, you said Saban recruited you at Michigan State, then also at LSU. Why? Because he has a prototypical of what he's looking for. So you got to be able to, because you may have a whole other coach come in, head coach come in, then he go back with a whole new staff, a whole new scheme, a whole new philosophy. You may not be fit for that philosophy, for that scheme. Now, you are there 3 or 4 years, you got to say you're going to transfer or not, or what you're going to do to fit into the system. So the next thing I'm going to get into, and it's a question I posed on my sports talk show that I'm a part of, Speaking Out News, which I'll shout out that as well. If your son, you're just a little man, going up, getting to the ball, and you have not Urban Meyer's, but an Urban Meyer issue type of coach with the health issue, with the scandals that's going on with the domestic violence assistant coach, how does it influence you as a parent? How big influential is that as a parent to you? Because what's going on in Ohio State right now, they're going to have to make a decision if they're going to keep him or they're going to let him go, or if he's going to have to let himself go because of what he got going on with his body. Right. So how big of an influence do you think that would be on you if you had to train your child to make the decision?
For one, it'll be a big influence on me. It'll play a big factor in my life. Because if it's dealing with my sons, me bringing my sons up, I'm making sure I'm bringing them up in the right way they should be brought up. All right, make sure I'm bringing them up where they're responsible, they respectful, they're obedient, all the whole nine to be a man. Right. When they leave my household, I'm pretty much giving them over to you now. To carry or pick up. To pick up where I left off at by handing them over to you. Now, if you have stuff that's staying in your character, the integrity of you as a man, consistently to the point where, hey, do I trust you to be able to groom my son into the man that I want him to be, since he's gonna be with you for the next 4 years? Do I trust you to do that? And if I have evidence and information that's consistently coming to me that's saying otherwise, no. I don't care how great of a coach you are. All right?
And they got 93% winning percentage now.
That don't make no sense. That don't matter to me at all.
Okay, y'all hear it.
At the end of the day, it's all about raising men and responsible men, what they going to do after they play football. All right? I want, because I'm not going to be there with them on that college campus. So, like I say, I need to know your record of not creating, but molding men when they leave. How they do when they leave your supervision.
Yes.
Or whatnot. That's what I look at that's what I will look at as a parent, and that's how I'm gonna raise my boys or whatnot. Because, like I say, we're not gonna get all caught up in the blame and the the flash of the winning and all that. Yeah, that's great. At the same time, if you have something going on in your life that you can personally be some kind of assistance and helping my sons to be the men they should be. Like, don't worry about it. We just go somewhere else or whatnot. And my sons, because they're going to bring the talent. And if we go to a coach who possesses all those characters that we're looking for and a man to help him out, the talent going to come to the point that it's going to bring the wins to the university.
They recruit you well. They're fine. Scouts will find you wherever
you're on the rock. They're going to find you, boy.
How big or small your school is. And I thought that was very important, man, because that was something that I was looking into. I had a question posed to me, and I looked at it. Even I took the standpoint of from personal experience, man. That we all had, and that's our dog. He was good guy, Shula.
Yeah, Shula.
But his ability to manage young, hothead, immature boys at that time, trying to become men. The track record shows what was going on. I mean, it was so much missing practice fights and all kind of records going on that didn't need to be happening. But I always tell people this when they ask me that question. I said, well, you know what? You got to understand, this guy came from the NFL, where he wasn't policing players. He basically, you don't show up for meeting, you get fined. You don't show up for this, you get fined. You miss treatment, you get fined. Then we let you go. So not knowing how, hey, these are 17, 18, 19-year-old kids in the biggest college football industry in the world. You gotta put some more reins on. So so again, like I said, even though he didn't have a lot of scandals going on, nothing like that, but that ability to have more environment of creating makes sure you tune in to be men and make responsible decisions where they slipped up at.
And like I say,
we pay for it on the field too.
Exactly. And you right, bro. You 100% right. I still get questions right to this day, like, what you talking about? What you think about Shula? How was Shula and all this and that? Like, as a person, I like Shula. Great dude. Absolutely. Great players coach, man. Like, I don't have nothing negative to say about him as an individual. But far as like a head coach and a disciplinarian, he didn't have those qualities as a head coach and as a disciplinarian, like Nick Saban or these other high-ranked coaches. Like I say, great guy and whatnot, but when, like you said, when it came down to private disciplining players when they need to be disciplined, and also having that tough skin to really make things happen as a head coach, he just didn't possess those qualities. I believe he's great at what he's doing now as a position coach.
Yes, that's his spot. That's it.
And I think that was more so that's his flavor right there. It just wasn't the head coach at that time, especially at Alabama.
Yeah, it was such a spotlight on you, man.
Right. That tradition is thick to the point you got to live up to a lot of expectations, and I know he wasn't ready for that type of pressure.
Okay, makes sense. So we're gonna transition a little bit, get into his career and everything he went through at Alabama. Then he transitioned to the NFL, and I'm gonna quickly give him some real quick so he can look over it. Then we can keep it going. I want to briefly just touch on it, and course, with everything we're doing, you guys know we can keep it level, keep it positive here. We need to get to do our pre-show for 1 or 2 necessarily. So I want to brush on something. If you could brush, you'd be okay brushing on that.
I'm talking about this.
We're gonna ride. All right, we're gonna ride. So we're gonna keep it moving. So my boy went through his whole stage, man. Alabama, wonderful career. All right. So now he had his first year injuries, man. I'm gonna get to the actual aspect of injuries and everything. His junior year, he went actually over I think 1,200 yards. Was it 1,200? Yeah, over 1,200 yards. His junior year. First team All SEC, because again, what happened, the transition from 04 was crazy because of when Ray went down. I think Tim ended up blowing out his ACL as well. So there's so much going on. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Then he got jumped in there, started the last 5 games of the season, ended up having over 800 plus yards rushing, almost hit 1,000, I think, on that. Or did you hit 1,000? I say he did hit 1,000. I say he did hit 1,000, and he didn't even start to have it through the season through the lip injuries with other players. So he jumped in there and took the show over. So he came in, had a great junior year, bust that wide open. So the biggest thing is now that was a year. So you had first team All SEC, and then your next year, I know you battled the sports hernias, different injuries right there where you didn't end up playing in the City Bowl.
Yeah, that sophomore year.
Sophomore
I didn't
year.
play in that.
Okay.
Well, I didn't play in that.
So junior, you stayed healthy. Kenneth, you stayed healthy
yeah.
here, and came back. Now, I want to say in hindsight, man, hindsight 50-50. Do you wish, you think you would, because I always want to ask you this question. If you had to do it over again, know what you know now, would you have left after your junior season?
Yeah.
Yes.
I probably would have. For some fact, only reason why I think I didn't leave for that fact was actually 3 reasons. One was I had the opportunity to come back and break Sean Alexander rushing record. In my head, I can do that easily because I just need another 1,000-yard rushing year. Second, I wanted to get my degree and whatnot. And third, I just wanted to just live the college life one more time. Because I was told, like, once you leave college, man, you're going to wish you go back. So I think those like the main 3 reasons that I wanted to, the reason why I stayed. But like you said, hindsight, I could have went back and got my degree. Sometime. I could have went and done that or whatnot. And one, the Sean Alexander rushing record, I shouldn't put too much emphasis on that. And 3, college life.
That was pinnacle right there.
Yeah, that's pinnacle. But yeah, at the time I hey man, it is what it is. So yeah.
Okay. You know, and that's crazy. Like I say, looking in hindsight, looking at all the different things, coming to the senior year, and I think the biggest thing was, man, like it was kicking the locker room because, as a matter of fact, it was you was 34, so I was 30, so I was two lockers down from y'all, and you and LeRon. It was the togetherness. That tubby. Hey, people don't even remember how much this guy used to do setups all the time. Like I'm getting it, y'all see, you see it, kid. You see it.
LeRon, that's my brother, man.
The boy, they stayed in. That's what they like, the brothers, and they stayed fussing, stayed laughing, kicking it though. But that's a nice little tenor we had there. So, and of course we had a stack, man. We had him, we had Tim coming back that year. I think the commodity, man, it was a really drawing to get people like, you know what, I want to stick around with this, man. I gotta be back here. Exactly. And like I said, with kids, we having fun. People don't understand that college life is fun, man.
It's fun, bro.
It can be tough, but it can be fun.
Yeah, especially if you're around the right group.
It was fun, man. You broke together, you got money together, and you don't have money together, you got parties together, everything, you know. So that journey, then you figure it out by the time you get junior senior. You figure out how to get through the training and everything, how to get the best out of yourself. So the commodity of everything is fun. But, you know, I think the biggest thing we lost going into that year that we, like hindsight, we didn't look at it, was how much of the leadership with that senior class previous to that, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a defense to me that I feel has been overshadowed, forgotten. Because that was a D'Amico Ryan, illustrious career in the NFL, knocking heads. Retired when he wanted to, could still been playing. You know, they had Roman, who had a show not too long ago. Roman just retired not too long ago. You know, we had a very rich, talented man, very rich, talented man. A lot of them, you know, Pep ended up getting a Super Bowl, Anthony ended up getting a Super Bowl, the Steelers, then Roman. So we had a rich school defense at that time, and that offense. We had Border back there who was staying healthy when he could stay healthy. You know, so great times, man. But looking at that here, you transition to NFL, man. How big of a dream was that, man? A dream come true to get into the NFL and call yourself a national football and get in the National Football League.
Man, it was exciting. It was exciting, brother. I gotta say that much because around that time in my high school career, around my sophomore, junior, when I started seeing myself taking it to the next level in college, that's when my mindset started to like reshape or reframe or whatnot. Because now I'm saying I'm going to college, and also in the back of my mind, saying I'm going pro. So I it's college and it's pro. Those was my steps in my head. Like, I'm gonna go to college and I'm going pro. I'm gonna go to college and I'm going pro or whatnot. And of course, when I got to college, now it's more so. Now I'm gonna go pro. Now it's going pro. So there always been there was a goal, there was a dream at the same time, but it didn't start coming more to the forefront as I started getting later in my years in college. To the point when I actually made it to the NFL, it was like a sense of relief, a sense of excitement at the same time, but at the same time it was like, now I really have to show these folks what I can do, man. So it was very exciting, man, when I actually got there. But like I said I had work that I had to do to prove myself.
D Lee, what's up in the house, man? My Bama boys are coming in. I appreciate y'all showing love on the show, man. D Lee, Dominique Lee from Huffman, Alabama. or we call it Big D League. So the good to see you in here, man, as well. Yeah, I give shout out to my partners when I see them jump on here. But to go to the next stage, man, you had the luxury of being able to come up under Steven Jackson. People kind of forget Steven Jackson was a beast. I mean, at least 6'2", 230, 240 pound running back. Yeah, he was, man. So for me, talking to you about that, how big of a because I know when you come into college here, and I know from you guys, by the time when you came in, and you became a junior, senior, you had to kind of mentor younger guys coming in. Taking on the wing, such as Aaron Johns, Jimmy Johns, Glenn Upchurch, who could never get in shape, always back, always locked up.
Man, them boys.
This dude had 2% body fat dang there and could not. He would lock up quick, man. I don't know what it was about Glenn. Not Glenn, but Upchurch. But that's my man hitting the ball now. But so how important was that? And then for you to be able to mentor those guys and see them go up under you, and did you have that same luxury going into the league, being under Steven Jackson? How was that transition? How did it help you?
You know what? As far as that part of E-grade, man, before I even got to Steven, man, it was more so Tampa. That's where I was around guys that veteran running backs, man, that they really showed me the tradition of coming from my tradition from Bama and our brotherhood that we had, Phi boys, y'all know. So that brotherhood or whatnot, I knew exactly what that was. But when I got to the pro level, I really didn't expect it to be like that. Like what I came from.
Yes.
These college, those are my brothers. I know we good. But now that everybody went their own separate ways, now I'm trying to figure out how you do it. Is the locker room supposed to still be like that on the pro level, or should everybody be on their own?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was going to try to figure out.
How was it?
That's why I say I'm glad God orchestrated the way that I went to Temple, because that to me it groomed me to know what a locker room should be like. Because now I'm in a locker room with veteran guys. All stock. You with Pittman. You got Cadillac Williams.
Yeah.
You got all these guys. You got Brooks, the linebacker. Man, all those guys, the veteran guys, man. And when I got to the locker room, man, it wasn't nothing like they above you or nothing like that. It was more so hey, man, come over here. Let me teach you how we do things.
Okay.
We family in the locker room. We respect each other and blase. We want to take care of each other. As running back, we did the exact same thing. Running backs, we took care of each other. We were a big family, man. So the Cadillac Williams, right till this day, I tell people, you ask me who want to get one of your favorite running backs, when you play with, it'll be him. Him and those boys, Cadillac Williams, because he took me in. He played at Auburn.
Yeah, I'm saying, how did that mix come up, man? How did you hear the person already going in? Because I'm sure we had battles, we talked, we play games, but never kicked it with a cat.
Yeah, never kicked it with an Auburn cat ever.
Was it more hey, you from Bama, bro?
That's what I thought, because you know how we here, man, we make the rival hated. Us players, we don't look at all that, man.
I'm telling them that, not for real. It's not that deep like that.
We cool, because most of the time we know
each other before we got here. Recruiting trips,
bingo,
we seen each other, all that
cool.
stuff.
That's the fans will make that bad boy way out of proportion. But like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know if his mindset was the same. I didn't know his mindset hey man, we cool, or hey man, I don't like you because you went to Alabama. I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was not because me going into it. Man, they got Cadillac Williams there, man. Auburn. I don't know how you gonna react. So I like this. I don't know what to take at this dude. That dude just is the coolest dude, man. I felt like we went to Bama together. That's how cool we got. Because he took me in, man. We showed me around Temple, man. Showed man, that's one of the most genuine, nicest guys, man. Him and the rest of the running back crew, man, they were just the genuine, most nicest dudes, man, I ever met. And they also, man, showed me a lot, taught me a lot, man, as a football player, a professional football player.
Yeah.
They taught me exactly how to be a pro football player, not a college football player. How to carry myself in the public as being a professional.
Because you go from Alabama, I'm thinking when I said you go from Alabama, who was all in the public eye, but clearly it sounds like you saying there was on even a different level of a public eye. So explain that a little bit.
Business sense. They made you need to be more from what they taught me, you need to be more business minded than because now this your job. This not what you doing. College we had fun with it to get to this point. So it was more so now, man, carry yourself more so in a business sense. Like you can't be out. You can party, but at the same time, know your limit. You know, you just can't be acting crazy in a club or whatnot like you probably did in college. A while now, like you did in college. You can't do that on a professional level. So getting tabloids quick.
What? Especially today. Just think, oh my, just think about it. Just think about it. I had that show. Just think, if social media was out, we was at Bama on the strip.
Lord.
Oh,
man. A lot of cats would be
the list would have been about this long. It'd have been really bad.
It was crazy, bro. Like I say, thank God all social media wasn't out like that. Crazy, but that's what they kind of taught me, man. Especially with those guys, man. Like, hey, man, you gonna have your fun, but at the same time, you know you're gonna be acting ignorant and stupid, man. Do it somewhere where you're comfortable at, like the place of your own home, bro. But because like you said, it getting stuff in the tabloids, and those people get in your pockets.
Like,
they will find you get in your pockets. At the end of the day, what you like? Do you like money or you like being broke? I remember you saying that. I like money. Well, you better keep your money in your pocket. Don't do nothing stupid.
There you go.
That's what it was, man. With those dudes.
He still talking about the double stack. Ooh. Bert, it's Roberto. Bert, it's the Bert.
What's up, boy? Strong self. You still benching probably over 400 pounds. Don't work out.
Ray Lewis, because Ray Lewis going on. What's up, man? I'll get all. Sorry, got interjecting here, but you know how it is. We got to shout out our boys, man. Be South for life. So he jumped in here as well. Get everybody in the show. But yeah, so that's the beautiful thing of that, man, and also. Like I said, now you can tell you transition to more understanding the business. And I'm kind of giving you, if we wind down, I get to afterlife football, man, what they got going on as well. They got a busy day. Plus, this college football, so we can be up here all day.
You feel me?
Yeah. So, make this happen is, let me transition to that from college life to the NFL life, man. And going from a team that they know how to lease you, and you had to get traded, a different thing like that, man. They say not for long, or no fun league, all this stuff, man. What was the biggest lesson outside of? Because like I said, you said you had developed a good relationship, Tampa, in even a short time. That you went on to St. Louis. Now you transitioned from basically down south, how you call it, to now over to the Midwest.
Right.
You know how big a transition it is, and that people miss out on the nuances, because people think like a lot of times. And the reason why I'm saying this because I can only imagine, and I know how tough it was for me when I went from the Shula era to the Saban era, different playbooks, different coaching philosophy, different expectations, different things here. So there's a lot that goes into it. Cause now we seeing. I'll give you an example. When Chad Ochocinco went from Cincinnati Bengals being just all world, then went to the Patriots. It's like he couldn't transition. Like, what the heck going on? Why he shouldn't even be in the league anymore? But people don't understand. It's so much adjustment from new location, new culture, the playbook. How your future in the offense or the defense that time. What was your one thing you learned from doing that transition from going to a different team and learning different things? What was your biggest transition for you?
Man, I think the biggest transition besides climate. It was like besides that, man, I think
Keith Saunders. Keith. Roommate. I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
No, you good, fam. I think the biggest transition would be, you're right, man. I think it was more so on my end. It was more so just the mindset, and as far as the day-to-day business, how people carry themselves from one organization to the next, right? And the atmosphere of that organization. And I think if I had to pinpoint it, I think it'd be the atmosphere as far as the organization. The Temple, you had this atmosphere of people want to get better. It's all about taking care of your business. Then you go to another atmosphere, people want to take care of their business, but at the same time, it's more so on another type level of taking care of business. Like, it's more so it's more so like a team, but not much of a team that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just different mindsets in the locker room, man. It's different atmosphere as far as, like, is it excitement? Is it dull? Is it down?
It's straight just business.
It's straight business. Like, that's what you don't know going into these different organizations. Like, if you go into an organization that's already established, like, far as like, hey man, it's all business. it's all about me or whatnot. And you be in that organization for a good period of time. And that's what pretty much that's what been kind of instilled in you for so long because you've been around it for so long. Then all of a sudden you leave and go to an organization like the Patriots. Right? Now they more structured, made by this, is like A, B, C, and D.
Yes.
And you're not used to that, it'd be hard for you to kind of fit in or whatnot. Now you got to pretty much reshape your whole mind or whatnot, try to get on this. And to answer your question, I think that would probably happen with Ocho or whatnot because he was in Cincinnati. He was the man in Cincinnati. I don't know Ocho, never met him, but from the sounds of it, he a cool cat. He a cool dude, but very outspoken, flamboyant type dude. And and that was Chad Ochocinco. He gave you assignment, but he was a dog on that field.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you being in that environment and that organization for so long, and when you come to the Patriots, and when they just pretty much they like the Spurs of basketball. Born.
Perfect one.
Man. Like they just straight line, no fancy, no flash. It's just straight duh. And you can't. Now you got to bring a dude like that over to that. It's now like, oh man,
different game.
Like so now he really So to me when he first went over, like, oh man, this people like, oh yeah, he gonna do that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like he bad, but the coaching, the way he is, I don't know he gonna make it too long. And you see what happened, man. It kind of it's all going down here. But yeah, man, that's your question. I think that's what it is. I think it's more so like the atmosphere. That's the adjustments or whatnot. That's the similarity, not similarity, but that's what's different from organization to organization, especially when you make a transition to different ball clubs. It's the atmosphere of the locker room in that organization that's different from the previous ones.
Now, would you say that you still have relationships? Have you? So even though, like I said, you was able to build these relationships with people and everything, do you still have that? Still having relationships with those players like you did in college? You probably relate to as well.
Man, I still try to stay connected with my guys, man, as often as I can. Every blue moon, me and LeBron, we'll touch bases, we'll text or something like on Facebook or something like that. Bino, same thing. Me and Simp reconnected now that we come together. Simp's still the same. He's still cool as I'll get out. Rashad, he's here. We'll connect every now and then or whatnot if he's in town. I know he's in T-Town right now, you understand? So, like, me and you reconnecting. Like, it's not like I'm not trying to, we not trying to connect. It's just, man, life happens, Bear.
Crazy.
Life has happened. So when we get a chance to reach out or see each other, man, we gonna make it do what it do, like what we doing now. So,
and especially life now, with the life transition, my man, KD, Kenneth Darby, married man, family man, little son, adorable son, beautiful wife. Man, how just tell us real quickly how you found the love of your life, man, and everything. Because he was right now, he was very low key. I didn't never know what KD was doing and they seeing it, whatever. Always suave. You see my man staying dressed up right now. I'm in my E36 t-shirt, But nevertheless, so tell me about that transition, man, from retiring from the league. I know you did the Iron Fitness training, doing your muscle ups and everything. To finding that life, man, to outside of football, man. How was that transition, man, to find the love of your life?
Man, you know what? I found her when I was in college. Man.
Low key, man.
I don't know about my business, man.
No, literally did not.
Low key with it, but me and her met in college, man. We was on and off for years. Even when I left, we was on and off. But I already knew off the get go she was gonna be the one I was gonna lock it down with, because that's the only female I actually let get close to me like that. As far as my mother and my sister, like women in my life that's been there all my life. But besides those ladies, she was the only woman that ever actually got in close enough to know me like that. So I'm not finna do that with nobody else.
I feel you.
Time. That takes time.
That's a heck of a court stage.
Exactly. Especially get to know me and know all my flaws and all my dirt and stuff I did, man. So man, we met in college. We rocked out on and off throughout years when I played in college, even when I played pro ball. And like I said, we ended up after my playing days, like I say, at that time we was still going strong to the point that, man, like, it's really no sense of us keep doing what we doing. Like, we ain't getting no younger.
We need to
like, we had to talk. Well, really not have much of a talk, but we ended up making it happen, man. Ended up getting married in November.
Of what year?
Of 2012.
Oh man, it's been okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man.
I was there for a minute.
Okay, dog. Was it here in Huntsville or where is it at?
It was here. It wasn't in Huntsville. It was in Alabama. It was in Birmingham.
Okay.
That's where she from.
Okay.
Shout out to my boo niche.
That's what's up. You get the shout out. And got a little Katie went around here and everything.
Yeah, we had our little guys, man. They keep us on our feet.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So I want to quick shout out because we're going to end this thing here. James Miller, Coach Miller, what's up, man? He's my first JUCO athletic director down there, East Central Community College. Dean Miller, and Arthur Seaton, man. Your son is doing great things down there. Romel, appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We had some other people here. I want to quickly let them know we saw them on here. Appreciate you getting in here. Of course, my boy Bird was up in here for a moment. Chelsea got a nice album on. Let's look, cousin got an album on popping off. We'll see y'all tonight at the red carpet event as well. Okay, Todd Tipler, what's up, man? So anyway, we get to say to wind this thing on down, man. I did want to have to punch in, man, real quick on this here. What do you think about? Because you've been out of it long enough to where it wasn't, if I call it powder puff football. This new targeting rule, man. What is this?
Man, you know what? I tell people this, man. You definitely have to take in consideration of what the NFL been hit with. They got hit with that major concussion lawsuit that took major money out their pockets, regardless. So from a business aspect of it, you would think,
for that money,
I don't want to get hit again with something like this. And mostly where concussions come from is a lot of times, of course, football, period, but the targeting, how they saying, like, you targeting in the head or whatnot. So now they're like, hey, man, before we can even go down this road again of getting hit with another lawsuit, let's see how we can prevent stuff like that. And I think that's where the targeting, that's where it came from. I know for a fact that's where it came from. But at the same time, it is definitely taking the physicality out of the game to the point now. You right now. I told people it won't be surprised that NFL turned into flag football. You feel me? But yeah, man, they kind of taking away the physicality of it. It's like they taking away one, but they trying to add one back, meaning that they trying to take away the physicality of it, but they let you do all kind of crazy stuff, celebration. At one point, they didn't want you to celebrate. To me, I think it's crazy, but at the same time, I see where they're coming from, business wise.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna wind that down here. Guess. Oh, you did say somebody did say that. Okay, they want to ask you. No, when I got this, I'm gonna ask real quick. And this will officially be the last one. Do you think Kaepernick will get another position in the football and on a team and should?
Do I think he will?
Yes.
No. Do I think he should? Absolutely.
And why? And do you think it's more so? You don't think it has ever calm? Or you think it would ever calm down enough for them to be able to be like, you know what, man, we gotta look at the X's and O's, because the quarterback situation is atrocious right now. It's terrible. You got Bill fans are raising a GoFundMe account to try to get Nathan Peterman to retire. I mean, it's horrible.
Hey,
so you don't see it happening?
I don't see it happening for some fact this. Like I said, Kaepernick, great player like Kaepernick. I wish he was playing somebody ball club right now because he's just as good as any of these quarterbacks playing right now. That's me. But like I said, man, NFL, brother, you got to think about it on the business level.
That's exactly
right? Like
he tell this man been playing.
Serious. And like I say, man, that's just by you playing in it. You see it. Like when dudes get cut away, like it's never nothing personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all business. And when I got there, that's what all the other guys you say. It's not nothing personal. It's always business. You don't understand that until you go through some stuff, isn't it?
Facts.
So with the whole Kaepernick thing, man, it's all business. If you ask any of those ball clubs, those organizations, as far as the GMs, anything like that, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, most of them won't have nothing bad to say about the dude because he really don't come out as though that type guy, right? But on the business part of it, they know they got a fan base and they know they got to continue to get those tickets sold and get people in that stadium.
Yes.
So to them, they risking them losing a lot of money by adding him to their ball club, and they know you're gonna have people going, the fans raising fund me pages and gonna be probably a strike. It's just a business aspect of it, man. To the point that these owners and these GMs, man, they don't wanna lose money like that, man. So like I say, even if he was on the sideline, they didn't even play a game, they still won't like it. So it is what it is.
Gotcha. Well, there it is, fellas. You guys heard it here, man. Again, I want to give a shout out to everybody that joined in throughout the show, man. Your tags. Brandon, who gave the unbelievable commentating of the history of the 2002 to 2006, all that, all up in there, man. And most importantly, again, one thing, having my first in studio guest, man, a man Kenneth Darby in this thing. So appreciate it and love you guys. Get your boy E36. You know we're gonna be back next week. We got a guy. Looking like it's gonna be from one of the big Netflix things I'm filming on well, I'll be filming on next year, but he has it. All I would say is you guys go to Netflix, watch the movie called Boy Bye. You probably can figure it out. So we're doing things, making things happen. I appreciate you guys tuning in again. This is E36 of E-Grade Unfiltered. Again, that's E36 E-Grade Unfiltered, and we are out of here. See y'all next week. Yeah, this thing stopped. Lord have mercy, I get this thing stopped now here. First time I'm doing this one. Yep, there.